Entonces, podemos hacer una solera, un tipo de solera que tenga dos tipos de botón, que tengan un broche para que entre y enganche. Entonces ya va a quedar la base soportando y va a quedar libre el espacio abajo para meter cualquier cable.
A ver, ¿de qué están hablando, perdón?
Necesitamos un mecanismo para que pueda ir contra la pared.
Este mueble va contra la pared.
Contra la
Así
pared.
es, ok.
Tenemos que hacer un mecanismo para que se enganche,
Sí.
quede, pero aquí el espacio es que pasa.
Yeah, con el cable, okay. So what we need to do is, so this unit goes against the wall, and what we're trying to figure out is how we're going to anchor this against the wall. And so we got a challenging issue here because we have cables coming out to the back. So our blacksmith is going to build a bracket that is going to be able to keep it sturdy against the wall and give her the space, sufficient space in the bottom. Okay, entonces, ¿qué, Manuel? ¿Qué es lo que dices? ¿Que hay que ponerle una forja?
Sí, vamos a hacer una forja que tiene dos ganchos, que tiene un estilo de botón. Tiene un estilo de botón que nos va a permitir la inserción para que se coloque el gancho y pueda sostener el mueble.
Ok, a ver, ¿por qué no, Manuel, por qué no me lo dibujas en tu pizarrón para que me lo expliques bien, por favor? Porque tengo una duda. I want him to draw it for me because I'm not too sure exactly the way he's going to install it. This is very important. And this is what the interior or what the furniture designers do. You got to stay on top of your project. You got to change everything as you go along. You can't just let people do whatever they want to do. I mean, obviously, but you need to work with your people, with your workers, and see what they have in mind. A lot of them are very creative. I love our workers because they're very creative. They got some wonderful ideas. You'll learn from carpenters, from blacksmiths, from painters. You just gotta listen to what they have to say, and if it's something that you're that you're wanting to do, believe me, you'll get some wonderful ideas from these people. They're good. They're really good at what they do.
Hacer una placa que viene siendo la hebra y va a tener dos tipos de botón.
Okay.
Y vamos a hacer otra placa que lleva la entrada de
Ya. Okay. Así como el de los cuernos.
Exactamente, lo mismo de los cuernos.
A ver, déjame traerme los cuernos. All right.
Exactamente, ese es el mecanismo.
Ok, vamos a empezar. Así es como la idea que tienes.
Exactamente, esa es la idea que tengo.
Ok, pero el problema que yo miro aquí, Manuel, es que este sería el macho, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Y este sería la hembra.
Ajá.
Este va contra la pared.
Puede ser al contrario o viceversa.
No,
Tiene
yo
dos.
pienso que este debe ir contra la pared, pero aquí hay que doblarle, y hacerle un platito para que lo torneen de aquí y que tenga el espacio para que pueda entrar los pernitos estos, ¿verdad?
Ok, ya entendí.
Sí.
Así.
Ajá, exactamente. Vamos a decir, le ponemos doble clavo. Lo hacemos largo para que le pongan doble, así sería. Entonces sería así, así. This is exactly what a furniture designer has to do all the time. And believe me, the more you draw for your people, the better they understand and they're impressed with you. They believe that you know what you're doing. And that's the whole idea. ¿Verdad?
Sí.
Así. Pero este espacio de aquí a aquí es muy importante que no sea más que esto. Porque entre más cercas esté, mejor. ¿Verdad?
Sí.
Claro, esto es lo que pedíamos, esto es lo que buscábamos.
Sí, señor, aquí ya tenemos el espacio para los cables, que es lo que requiere el cliente.
Así es. Bueno, ¿y esto qué onda?
No, tiene su lado.
Sí. Ok. Perfecto. Vamos a hablar con Luis, te está buscando Luis. Man, a lot of dust. Hello here, Mr. Gable. Look at this guy. This guy is doing hand painting, all of it, all at once.
Este se le da un determinado rústico,
Ajá.
aplicando una tinta
So kind of
para
like that.
poder hacer la muestra como el cliente
Uh-huh.
la pide, se está haciendo el estilo
Exactamente.
rústico.
So right now he's staining, and it's a process. Staining is like a big process. We go through different paints. By the way, we make our own paints. We make our own colors. We create all our colors. We don't buy any commercial paints. That's the beauty about furniture designers. Furniture designer is someone that really knows their colors as well. It's, and mostly wood finished products. Very important that you know your colors and mix colors and come up with different ideas. For example, like, enséñame la plaquita que dice I love you. Esa, la love you, esa. Okay, so this morning hicimos una muestra. This morning I went and got some dust, wood dust, and added some glue and acrylic paint, and I'm just waiting for it to dry. And once it dries, I'm going to show you the effect of. Déjame la lija. La lija. ¿O sabes qué? Una lija o un trapo. Okay, we'll try the sandpaper first. And what I'm looking for is kind of like an antique-ish look. Like that, yeah. Like crackling paint, so to speak. So we'll be using some of this. And now this might not be like the finished product. I'm just getting that little effect where when I stain it with something different, it's going to give me that little lift effect, kind of like crackling paint or lift paint, antique-ish. Right now it's not fully dry. We just did that this morning. I'm always tweaking around with my paints. Okay. Gracias.
Hay que repartir los conchos en cada moldura. Hay que repartir los conchos para poder acomodar. Sí, igual está.
Okay. So we have all these little handmade nail heads that we create here for the design. Again, this is where a furniture designer comes in and designs all these little nail heads so that it kind of goes with the theme. And these will be on the border right here at the frame, at the trim, all the way around this way. Of course, they'll be routed in so that they're not on the surface. They'll be inside the wood to keep them sturdy and make it look very unique as well. So these go here. That's what he's asking about the space. And Claudio explained to him. This is the original design. This is the original design that I drew. So as you can tell, the original design speaks for itself. So as a furniture designer, this is exactly what you need to draw. These are the details that you need to draw. But all these little details, believe it or not, they're to scale. They're to scale. So everything here is to scale. And so the size of this matters. So as you can see, look at the horns, how beautiful the horn is. Vamos a enseñar el efecto de lo tallado también. Mira, qué bonito. Wow, I love the way they did that. And then we come in and we antique it with the brush. We antique all that to give it that look, which is what we're looking for.
Hay que ir midiendo espacio para que quede todo cuadrado.
Exactamente. Exactamente. I didn't want to touch the horns because I wanted the horns to kind of pop out just with its natural wood grain beauty. And so same wood, it's both of them are the same wood, but this one's a little stretched out. We stretched out the wood just to give it that antique-ish look. And by leaving the horns alone, you can tell that it gives you a different finish, which is what we're looking for. I like to use, in this case, we use some really nice tool leather, embossed leather, that it's very Western. The flowering of this design is you'll find in saddles and in a lot of Western designs, and that's what I love about it.
Terminado rústico.
Quería un terminado rústico, ¿verdad?
Un terminado rústico que es
Así
muy
es.
diferente a los muebles
A
que
todos los muebles que hacemos, ¿verdad? Exactamente. So the finish that we apply, it's a rustic design, which is something that we normally don't apply to all the furniture, but when they request a certain theme, we decide as furniture designers, yeah, we need to go with this type of finish, and blah, blah, blah. And this is what you're getting right now. ¿Qué otra cosa, Luis? ¿Es todo? Ok. Hola, Jorge.
Buenos días. Aquí ya le está dando un poquito más de detalle. A todos los caballos hacen plantilla
Sí.
y ya se les va detallando a todo. Es para formar un ottoman.
Sí, pero es lo que pidió el cliente, ¿verdad? El cliente, se le dio una opción de caballitos y esto, ¿verdad? Y como lo pidió el cliente, así se lo presentamos. And again, this is another reason why furniture designers have to be very good at what they do. Here we're applying horses to the trim, to the base of a chair that you'll see it later on down the line. But the horse detail, Jorge, he's been carving forever. Jorge, ¿cuántos años tienes ya tallando?
Desde los 7 años.
Since he was 7 years old. ¿Tienes 47?
Tengo 40 años tallando.
40 años, 40 years in wood carving. And look at all the tools they use, man. It's all very wonderful tools, very detailed tools that they use. And believe me, they're sharper than a razor blade. They keep them real sharp. But look, here's all the detail, beautiful detail. Again, we're going after the Western theme. And what else would you want but horses? So that's great. But here's how it started. When you see that moisture, they put some petroleum-based fluid on it so that it helps them with the carving. So, ¿es lo que tienes como diésel o?
Es diésel solo para que hidrate un poquito.
Para andar, so in this case he's using diesel mixed with some other formula to soften the wood a little bit.
Para aflojar un poco la
Sí,
madera para que
aflojar.
puedan tallar.
Para que puedan tallar, ¿verdad? Con la madera, exactamente.
La función del diésel es para que no estille la
Para que no
madera
estille, exactamente.
y no despostille y sea un poco más tersa la madera.
Más tersa, ¿verdad? Yeah. So the diesel, what it does, the wood absorbs it, and it doesn't make it too. It controls the fibers, so you have more control of the fibers of the wood. Because the wood it's all fibers put together, millions of little fibers put together. It's a little technical aspect here, but anyway, muy bonito, qué bonito. This is another. Here, I want to show you the beginning of what happens before you do the carving. Basically, what we do is that we draw the image on wood. ¿Esto cómo se lo dibujó, Mike?
Basándose en un...
¿Qué tienes el papel?
Sí, un papel.
Sí, en un papel se traza. So as furniture designers, what we do is that we draw these details. It's very important that we draw the details for them, and because they don't understand, this type of carving could represent certain period of time and certain design. So this is the original drawing that I did. If you notice, that's the bottom part, and then look how accurate he is with the drawing. So you got the curly key here, and then you got the little French curve coming this way, and then you have a flower going down below, and that's really pretty accurate. I like that. I like when they can come out with this when you give it to them. And what they do is that they actually translate this from here to a larger scale, and then they put it together. And then they draw it, and when they draw it, they'll call us for our opinion. Here, Claudia's holding another one, the sample.
Se busca, cuando se hace el trazo, se busca que ensamble bien la pieza para que no se tenga cortes aquí. Entonces se busca que tenga un espacio para poder nosotros pegar las bases y poder tallar a mano.
Sí.
Pero esta se...
Ok, explícales cómo dibujan el diseño de...
La plantilla, saca sus plantillas, se hace una plantilla en papel calca, no sé cómo se dice en inglés. Se hace una plantilla, se dibuja con el lápiz, se hace la plantilla, se dibuja y se procede con el router a vaciar y después con las gurbias limpian toda la figura.
Exactamente. So they trace it with the tracing paper over the wood, and they pass the pencil through the top of it, and that marks the wood. It gives you an idea the direction that you want to go with. And then with the router, they'll come in and cut out the lines very, 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 very precise. And then they come with their okay. He's going to demonstrate it for us. Right there, you can see where he's going with the line. It's going to be a little noisy, but perfect. Okay. All right. And there you see the exact line that went right through the line, and then he'll come and start chiseling that part out. Look at that. Yeah. And that's why you put diesel, so that you don't get all these, all the little fibers that come up with the, like in this case, like this right here. When you put diesel, it avoids that, because it lets the knife dig in deeper without it causing too much friction and dragging fibers with it at the same time. This is all microscopic stuff that you're looking at. And we take a lot of pride in what we do. And maybe I should say they take a lot of pride in what they do. This is something that they've learned a long time ago. I know this guy's been doing it for over 40 years. That's for sure. So anyway, we try to make sure that as furniture designers, we have to make sure that the quality is there, and that everything looks just like the drawing. Because don't forget, at the end, you're going to have to deliver this furniture to your client. And there's nothing like delivering a beautiful piece of furniture that they're going to really love. And that's the idea.